Here are some tips and tricks to a water heater flush. I recommend flushing every 6 months.
I've owned mine for about 5 years, so I'm a little overdue. So here I am. I'm going to show you guys how to do it quickly. So what you have to do, first things first, is you have to close the cold water. So you don't want any more new water being replenished in the tank. It would be best if you let your tank cool as well. And the second thing you got to do is you have to open one of the faucets inside of your home to prevent any vacuum inside the tank. Now for your own safety, if you have electric to your circuit breaker outside, and it should be marked to turn off your water heater right here. So that would be this circuit breaker. The drain valve will be right here. Just hook up a regular garden hose to it. You can open this. Mine opens with the screwdriver. I just turn it in the direction that it says to turn it. It opens up, and I let out all my water run through. And this is exactly why you want to do this, because all these salts will start building up and will destroy the life of your water heater much faster. Do once a year is getting up here on the tank. This is your pressure release valve that prevents your tank from exploding if there was any blocked valves in it. And the way you do is, what you do is you open it up like so, and you run some water through it to make sure that it's not clogged.
Your hose is dripping really slow, or it's stopped, or it's clogged. Well, what's nice about this is I was just thinking about draining it and replacing this valve, but I can't drain it because it's full of 40 gallons. So what you can do here is you can open this up, and I recommend a nice big set of pliers like so, and it should come off easily. If you squeeze too hard, you're going to squeeze the threads and you won't be able to move. So you gotta not press too hard, but it should come off. There we go. Once you do that, now realize if yours is clogged, there shouldn't be any water coming out of here anyways. So it's not something you should be worried about. So what I'll do here is I'll just open up the valve, and what you want to do here is, if you look in there, you can see all of the salts right there. The lime salts stuck right there, not letting any water come out. What you want to do is now poke it with your plastic. I just found this plastic somewhere, and use that cap that we found to cover it to let that come through. You'd want to find the lid that you're going to need. The lid is a convenient either soda pop can or soy sauce. I tried getting a ranch cap, something else, and I realized that this was the one that fit just perfect. So what's so neat about this is if you get small tubing, this happens to be 3.9 millimeter tubing I had in the garage for another project. That fits right over there. You can shove that right through in there, and as long as the water is shut and no valves in the house are open, there's a vacuum in here, meaning nothing wants to leave unless air gets sucked in. So no water should rush in your face when you try this, and just go ahead and mangle that through until you feel some clearance, and you're going to notice some water rushing through. I'm going to show that with a little better lighting. So there you could see there the aperture is still quite clogged there. Anything that comes out will fall straight down into the hosing, so we'll try that one more time. Just bring this through, and you can see the salts there, see some of that water coming through. What's nice about this too is if you don't feel too grossed out, you can put some back pressure, just blow in through the tube. So with this new modification where I bypass the valve, I can still hear some air draining, so it's not perfect tight. But when we come out here, we're now getting the big chunks of lime. coming out of the system. I still suspect it's full, as you probably, like me, haven't drained it ever. So what I did here is you take off the lower heater element. Your water heater will usually have two. You take that out. This is what it'll look like. It's just a piece of metal that heats up when you put electricity on it. And I attached, purchased a tubing, and I'm gonna just suction up all that gunk in there. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. And you guys could just imagine how much stuff is in there. I did a flashlight and it's about to that level. Alright, have fun guys.